I recently posted a video on trust and your awareness and how to use both of those things in order to assist your enlightenment process. And I had a gentleman send me a message and say, I'm using my awareness and I'm aware that I am in the wrong situation. But if I extract myself from this situation, there'll be a lot of perhaps drama or conflict or struggle to do this. So what should I do? Should I listen to my awareness and just, put a hand grenade into my life and just have it all scatter all over the place? Or should I just stick it out and not trust what my awareness is telling me? Both ways can work. Both ways can work. But in my experience, if you ignore what your awareness is telling you, it will only be a matter of time before health problems start to occur. You see, there's a difference between cleaning up your own perception of something and ignoring what really is happening. It's a very subtle difference, and it's very hard for you to know the difference. So all you can do is clean up your perception of the situation to the best of your ability. And then after you are done this, and when are you done? When you've taken it to as high a level of bliss or happiness as you can, and sometimes that's just a little bit above living hell or suffering of some sort, then you make your decision and you move on to somewhere else. And the only thing that keeps you from doing this really is that you have a fear from feeling all of life. You have a fear of the unknown, of what will happen to me if conflict arises. What will happen to me if I no longer have a job or I'm no longer in this relationship? And that fear is actually what's dominating your decisions, and fear that's kept at bay, that's never fully come home, is going to create a perpetual cycle of suffering for you. So it's you ignoring your fear and just running away from it. My advice to you is to not ignore your awareness, and to make sure that your awareness is as pure as you can make it. When this happens, suffering, or as much suffering as was there before, will not be dominating your decision, but there will be more joy in it. And what is joy? Joy and love is the heart. And the heart always knows what to do in any given moment. It's just that you're so afraid of the unfamiliar suffering type of emotions. You're so afraid of the emotions that may come up, or what will happen if somebody doesn't like me. Then you have to come to terms with you don't like yourself. These are all emotions that are dominating your decision, but not necessarily truth itself. And you want to be as truthful as you can be. If my body is starving, I can try to process as much as I want and say, I'm spiritual, I should not be suffering. But the body is suffering, and it's time to listen to the body. So if your body is in the wrong environment, if you choose not to listen to it, and you've done as much processing as you can, you've cleaned up your own filters as much as you can, and as you've let go of the past, you're seeing things as they are in this moment, and you're still experiencing pain, well then it is time for you to make a decision to change your environment. Again, there's no right and wrong. There are a lot of people that stay in a certain situation and know, okay, perhaps this is going to cause me some sort of pain in a physical or emotional way, and they stick it out. And if that's what you wish to do, you can do it. But if you are asking me a question, what should I do? Chances are you already know what you want to do. It's just that you are afraid to do it. So don't believe your fear. I've said this a lot of times, but don't believe your fear Don't believe anything that is suffering. Clean it up. Become one with it. Become humble again. Realize you don't know anything about what will happen or what is right for you. Just know that your heart will know what's right for you when you free it. And how do you free it? You free it by not being afraid to feel. By not being afraid to feel uncomfortable emotions and situations that invoke those inside you. When you are not afraid of those emotions, then the situations that arise can come and go, and it will not be a concern to you, because you will know that bliss and happiness can be in all of it. Only then can you transcend a destructive environment for you. Only when you become a master of that internal discomfort and you can allow it all to come back home and it no longer dominates you, no longer causes suffering in you, then and only then can you be in a situation that would look not necessarily pleasant to another human being and it not cause problems for you. I hope this helps in applying your awareness and knowing what is right for you. Ultimately, there's a little bit of a flailing to enlightenment, as I say. You have to allow yourself to make mistakes. Allow yourself to not necessarily know what the right thing is to do, but try new things anyway. And let go of any spiritual idealism you have of what you should or shouldn't do, because this ignores the movement of the heart. Feel, don't think about what you should do. Feel what you should do. Okay? Thanks for listening. See you soon.